Hello, long time no see tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun Dragonfall with me, BlueAnkylo. So, just a fair warning here. It's been, about 3 months since last time I played. I don't even remember exactly why yeah, 4 months, 4 months, even better. I can do math, I promise. I don't even remember exactly why I took a break from this one, but something happened, obviously, and I ended up taking a long break, which is unusual for me on Let's Plays, honestly. So anyway, it's going to take me a little bit of time to remember exactly what we were doing, so if you're watching this all on the playlist sometime in the future, I want to skip ahead a little bit while I sort of reacquaint myself. If you haven't been watching on the playlist, if you're just watching your sub feed, we're going to re-figure out what was going on when I took a break. So, I know we've been doing some jobs. We're kind of halfway through the game, give or take. It looks like we've got a little bit of karma we could spend, possibly. I may have been saving it for something. In case you've completely forgotten, we're playing as Lady Blue, who's a female elf shaman. And, we put quite a few points into summoning. I think my overall strategy was, can't even see it here exactly, but I've got the totem that lets her summon spirits stick around almost indefinitely. So I was kind of relying on them, and then some conjuring and some willpower for spellcasting was pretty cool. Let's see. So we've got, kind of basic acid weapon, does okay, a little bit of damage with some damage over time. I think the mana ball is pretty good AoE explosion. I'm trying to learn how to use these barriers more effectively. I remember that much. I know haste was always really good. Armor seemed very powerful, actually. This is one of the lower level armors, but I know as we charge this up, it'll be really quite good. Like, there's no need for a high level armor outfit when you can just boost it up magically for a really long time. It lasts until the end of combat, so like this was like a really, really good spell. I remember that much. I think I might have just put Acid Stream in here because I didn't have any other great spells. Just sort of put it in there for something to cast. And aim was a really useful buff as well. So haste and ace armor and aim for buffs, and then a couple offensive spells. And we've got air elemental summons and all that. So, that was cool. So currently, we've got some possible missions. I think we need to go back to Dr. Escabel next, because it's an optional, go pick that, or go talk to him. That's the guy, that's the doctor with all the, whatchamacallit, you can buy the med kits and you can get your chrome and stuff done. Our long-term goal is to make 50,000 Nuyen, as it's probably pronounced, to pay Alice for... What was that about? We're, like, investigating what happened to our boss, who's dead, and something about the dragon that fell. There's little bits and pieces of it I remember, and it'll come back as we play. But we needed some help from a really good decker, I guess, or whatever she's called, broker or something. And then we've got a couple other sort of missions we can go on, and there might be more we can pick up, because I think we just came back from a mission, and, we might be able to pick up some more jobs while we're here. Other than that, do I want to spend karma on anything? It's 5 karma. I could buy 1 more point in body or quickness, HP and defense, chance to dodge a little bit. Maybe, I think I've been trying to focus mostly on, charisma, and I know I was branching out into spellcasting, so, like, I could go for level 5, start working towards level 5 spellcasting now. I might have been saving it up for level 6 spirit summoning. Maybe, I don't remember. I think spirit control I decided I didn't need very much of because of my totem. But you do need conjuring to cast the better shaman spells, and spellcasting to cast the better mage spells. So I think I'll save those points for now, and maybe when I go to the magic shop here in a little bit, we can find out if I should pump maybe willpower up or something. Okay, that's probably all we can see. We're not going to really go cyberware on our mage shaman type things because you lose out on magic stats. I do like the look of my character here. Lady Blue, I think, is pretty awesome. Sure, she's a little elfy, but that's some pretty awesome hair. I like it. Alright, so, also I noticed We got some level ups for our crew, and this is good because it'll help me reacquaint the various characters that I may have forgotten about. So we have Iger, our weapon specialist. She's the shotgun sniper. And it looks like I've been sort of putting points into her shotgun already, instead of her sniper tree. And we went with flashbangs rather than frags, so we could stun people a little bit better, maybe. So today's choice is either a fancy shotgun ability that strips armor, does ongoing damage for 1 action point, which is good. You know, cheaper action points make things... She can actually use this pretty regularly. Sets your targets on fire. That's pretty cool. I like that. Or we could go sniper, which uses discarding Sabbat HTI rounds, or HTL maybe, that can ignore armor. Now, certainly some enemies with high armor are definitely a pain to deal with, but it costs 2 AP. That means it's 1 shot for sort of 2 turns of, or 2 actions worth of attack. She could shoot twice, or she could just do this special shot and ignore armor. It probably has a good use, the interdiction shot. I just feel like I'm going to be able to put, lighting any enemies on fire. I think for 1 AP, it does strip armor. That makes it easier for the rest of the team to damage them as well. So I think that'll be good. So we'll confirm that one. Alright, so she's level 4. We've got a couple more choices for her. She can get a better sniper rifle or a passive cyberware later on. So, we'll talk about those when that happens. We've got Dietrich, who's my alternate shaman, which I like bringing the 2 shamans, but I think I need to start bringing my Decker more often, but, whatever. So we upgraded his Electro Core spell, his sort of unique spell, rather than his throwing knives, which I think is the correct choice, because his throwing knives didn't seem that amazing. And then the Electro Core is pretty cool. So he's got a fire elemental instead of an earth elemental, and we can either upgrade the nerve bolt again, and that will make it so enemies get flushed, which kind of like XCOM. I think it's a reasonably good one. It chases them out from cover, so they might lose their large cover bonus, and then we can actually deal some damage to them. So I think that's probably the one we'll go with. Or we could give an init +1 armor to Dietrich, and I don't think that's going to make much difference. So So we'll go with the Nerve Spear. Then we've got Glory, she's pretty awesome. The Razor Claws, right? Everyone loves that. Now, the first level up, I gave her the pistol upgrade, probably because it can pierce armor, and that's pretty awesome. I can't remember if I really liked her razors. I know it's a melee attack. Then the second one, we gave her more med kits instead of revival kits. And for this level up, we get to choose between armor stripping razor attack, 2 hits. Each hit strips 2 armor. So if they both hit, she'd remove 4 armor, and it does cost 2 AP, but it counts as 2 attacks, I think. So you're not really losing out on an attack by doing this, as far as I can tell. It's a lot like Razor Specialist 1, except probably better. So maybe this is good. This is the last melee skill we're going to be able to get. Or we could go with the Pistol Specialist again, and she gets a special attack, hail of bullets, kind of does like a group damage, targets up to 4 enemies, loses some accuracy, must have at least 3 targets. Okay, well, I don't think this is going to be as useful, because I have a feeling this one will be... We won't even be able to actually activate this unless there's the 3 targets sort of in range of her pistol, and the pistols don't have the greatest range in general, so we'll go with the fancy fray armor, I think. That sounds like a, well, she'll keep using her guns and her claws, jack of all trades sort of thing. And then we've got Blitz. He's our Decker, and I do need to bring him more often because you get locked out of quite a lot of side objectives if you don't have someone who can deck, from what I've learned. And, in our first Shadowrun series, the first game, what was it called? Dead Man Switch. We were the Deckers, so we didn't need to bring one. But this time, we're gonna have to bring Blitz most of the time. So we've already given him a better submachine gun, because 3% accuracy was almost nothing. So we can make him better at decking, or better at the summons when you're doing decking. I think the better decking is better. ESP control, I remember from Dead Man's Switch, wasn't that valuable. Like, it wasn't terrible, but generally just passing your decking checks, plus decking itself upgrades things like your ESP, if I remember correctly. So your sprites, or whatever they call them in the Matrix. So we'll go with that. All right, so that should finish up the level ups for now. I guess that's all for that. So what else can we do? I think we've got our stash here. I don't think there's anything in it for spare. I know one of the things I was talking about doing was grabbing some weapons and magic so I could equip my crew from my own stockpile sort of thing. I don't think I ever really figured that part out, though. And there's nothing in our stash at all, so forget about that. I know that was something I was looking to do. Oops, that was not the button to press. Alright, let's just... yeah, that's fine. So, just confirm, sure. Don't do that. So anyway, I don't think we can really get much more information out of the people right now, from what I understand. We can talk to these people, but nobody really wants to chat. I also decided I'm not going to do the voiceovers anymore. One of the problems I'm having with this Let's Play is there's a ton of dialogue, and if I have to read it all out and do a little bit of voice acting, it actually stretches the series out more than necessary. So I'll read them in my own head, and I'll commentate on what is being said, but you guys will have to read along if you want to see what the characters are saying now. It's just going to save a lot of time, basically. People can read quicker than they can talk, if that makes sense. Alright, so yeah, there's some backstory with Glory, with her inner demon thing, and why she used to be like a powerful mage or something, and then she got all this cyberware done. Eager doesn't like us very much. Iger, I guess. She's the hardcore professional orc. Got her computer. Probably nothing too exciting here. We've got old messages we could probably go through. Not going to do that. There are no... Oh, there's 2 jobs we've got lined up. Right, so I'm just going to speedily go through these because I kind of forget what we're doing here. So this one was set up with Paul, who's our fixer, I think. He's the guy that sets up our jobs. So we've got Air Schmidt, Simple Matter, hired the team. So this is the AG Chemi Europa run, I guess, or something like that. Prototype venture, gotta steal the prototype. They're not going to talk about it very much. Mark MKVI, 25th floor of a Berlin facility. And they'll help disable some security. Okay. So AMS will try to negotiate for more details. This is a pretty valuable one. So this has got to be a main job. Like that's a high level Nguyen reward. So you want to do the optional stuff before then, probably. Lock is old fashioned. It makes a key. That's cool. Solid state device. Alright, well, I mean, it seems like a fairly straightforward run. Just, you know, break in and steal a prototype. Sure, there'll be complications. We'll certainly want our Decker for that. And then the pharma cleanup. This is another one with Paul set up for us. Let's see. This one, I think this one's been sitting around for a really long time. I've been meaning to do it, actually. This is cleaning up a botch job. Someone did a run that they failed, and we're supposed to basically assassinate someone. Yeah, I remember thinking this was a little bit sketchy. Yeah, okay, so this one's at the AG Pharmacy thingamajigger. Operative is a rigger named Torvald Enstad. Alright, so yeah, that's the one we've been waiting to do. It's a little bit less money than the other one, so it's probably less priority, like less main story kind of thinking. Our current Alice fund is... Actually, we're almost halfway through it. That's not terrible. And then the Shadowlands... I don't know. I don't think we have anything to sell. We haven't really been doing very good against at finding pay data to sell, so that's been a little bit sad. And okay, that's probably all on the Shadow Net. And then we could read about the team, but let's not do that. So let's try to make a little bit of progress today before I run out of time. Okay, I can use the mouse to move every camera around. Zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see what's going on. So we got Paul, probably nothing to talk about right now. Question about the Cruz Bazaar. I think this is just more tutorial stuff, really. We've covered all of that already. Nothing to worry about. Oh, right, and then we had all the DVDs. So, like, there was all that discussion about the Dragon Slayer and whether or not... I forget the name of them all, but there was that big dragon that was attacking and burning everyone to death. And then these two brothers, one of them somehow stopped them or killed them, and the dragon fell down into some nuclear wasteland, and then, like, disappeared or something, and then the other guy was, like, researching it all, and then we got dragged into this big, it's like conspiracy. People are getting killed for researching the dragon thing. So that's probably it. We've also got Dietrich over there. No big deal. Blitz is hanging out over here. Nothing special. Yeah, I didn't think there was much to talk about with these guys. So let's get out to the main map and try to make a little bit of progress. Alright, so we still got our puppy. Puppy's following us around. Good old Dante. Such a good boy. You're a good boy. Have a little scratch. So we'll talk to some people, see if anything pops up that's new. So this was our, like, Decker salesperson type deal. So I don't think I have anywhere near enough money right now to be picking stuff up through her for Blitz. But it's possible if he's got, say, the Renraku, we might be able to buy him the Fuchi. Maybe. I still am not 100%. Maybe someone can confirm whether or not you can buy something and equip that. I think I figured out, like, maybe equipment, like armor and weapons, you could not unequip or something. So you had to have something where they had an empty slot and you just added it in or something like that. Drones are also really cool. I remember in the last game, Dead Man Switch, drones were super overpowered. So that would be nice. And then this is all the intelligence drone decking type stuff, which again, if you could buy for him, might be worth it, but nothing for us really anyway, so let's just get on with it. This is our Kami, the spy slash basically spy. She's doesn't have time to talk. That's good. Saves me the time. This is our coffee shop. This is where we got the job for the couple runs ago. We had that trial run for like some sort of shadow syndicate. I feel like I may have messed it up though. I can't remember. It was for Luca. Yeah, I feel like I may have, like, I think there was like a quest chain involved in that one, and I may have messed it up somehow, so we kind of got shut out. Sorry about that, but just gonna be how it goes. Sometimes my personal morale system or ethics just doesn't match up with some of the runs they give us. Buy some soy calf, but that's gonna be a waste of money, I think. Altuf. That's the Turkish guy. He seemed pretty cool. I liked him. Okay. Do the rounds quick. So this was the magic shop. This is the one I really want to check out. Or sorry, the talismonger. Got to use the lingo, right? And then we had that real sketchy absinthe here that probably doesn't want to talk to us. Yeah, okay, this is new. I don't think we had this last time. She's the one that, like, somehow, like, ensorcelled us last time with her eyes. So why do you see red when you look at us? Her voice becomes dreamy. Pretty, huh? Well, it's an awfully strange way to open a conversation, you know. She's weird. Anyway, yeah, let's find some, what I really want to do is... be well, elf. What I really want to do is look at the new spells. Best part of being a mage is the new spells. Alright, Algernon. See what you got. So, we're currently using Acid Bolt 3, which is possibly the best bolt spell we can get for like a weapon type. If we had more willpower casting, we could try Power Bolt, but they're probably pretty equivalent. This one does more damage immediately, but this does damage over time, so it's, you know. We're currently wearing the +1 will, +1 charisma outfit with 2 armor. I've got a little bit of money. I could go for something else. Like, the traditional mage robes for 1,000 nuyen is a straight +1 armor upgrade with no side effects. We could go with occult robes, which is a little bit more focused on the mage side of things rather than the shaman side. Or we could go with the adepts combat, but we're not an adept this time. Adepts being the sort of melee fighters with less spell casting, more personal buffs. I don't think it's worth 1,000 nuyen for 1 armor. Move speed is pretty good too, but I don't want to lose that point of charisma right now. And I don't think spirit control is better than willpower. So I don't think we'd go with that route. Spells, let's see. So we do need quite a lot. In fact, we have to pick up a little bit of intelligence as well. That's right, I remember it now, that I needed to build up a little bit of intelligence for some of the spells. So we have to think about that. Even even the shaman spells require a little bit more intelligence than what we start with. So, I mean, there's a ton of spells. I don't want to spend too long in here. I think I was kind of relying on Dietrich to do the healing spells, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to bring him. I like having the 2 options for magic, but I don't know. I'll try to keep 2 mages, I guess. It's pretty cool. Man, there's a lot of stuff to process here. I think I was looking forward to strip armor as well, because that's, you know, when you've got an enemy you can't really do damage to. When we talked about stripping 1 or 2 armor off with some of those special abilities. Well, the spell that just cuts it down by 6, that's, you know, that's pretty good. You can see the level 2. So what are, like, are there level 3 aims and armors? Yeah, but level 6 spellcasting. So I might want to go towards that to upgrade those spells. This is all, like, the wisdom casting. So in conjuring, which is our sort of focus, I remember thinking that a lot of the spells in this tree were weak. Like, I don't think I liked slow very much. Less movement speed, it's not that good. And I still don't really think Shadow's that valuable, so I think I've got the best conjuring spells he sells right now. We're not going to do key casting because we're not an adept. And I could buy some more air elementals, but they're really cheap. Or really expensive. They're not cheap. So I guess the question is, do I try to upgrade my, my magic? My, whatchamacallit? Any of these. I guess I could check out Mana Ball. So I've got Acid Stream, which is a mage spell, and Mana Ball. Is there anything I would upgrade those to that I can get to with possibly 5? Oh no, I'd have to... I actually can't get to 5 spellcasting yet. I'd have to put... Yeah, I'd have to put a point in willpower first. And like I was just saying, I might need some intelligence as well, but it's fairly cheap to get to 3 or 4. So Mana Ball 1 and Acid Ball 1, or Acid Bolt. Just want to see if there's a good upgrade for those. So that's Acid Stream 2, right? We had Acid Stream 1. I guess I can see on this page too. Yeah, we've got Acid Stream 1, and I can't upgrade that to the next level until I get level 6 spellcasting and 3. I do like the damage over time and the stripping armor. I think that's pretty cool. And then my AoE, the only one I've got right now is Mana Ball for an AoE. What about Mana Ball level 2? Well, there's Stun Ball. That does AP damage. which is pretty good. Stunning is pretty awesome, and then there's Mana Ball. I might consider switching over... Well, no. It costs, like, my entire turn. That's pretty brutal. But it does stun the enemies. Like, that might be worth it. The stun type spells are pretty good, right? Is there anything I should upgrade, though? That's the question. I could get a Fireball. It just does more damage. I guess we'll leave it for now. I think most of the stuff that I want requires more spell casting than I've got. You know, I could get Strip Armor level 2. No, I think I'll save it for now. I need to, you know, note to self, the next tier of spells is around spellcasting 6 and intelligence 3. So once I've got enough karma to get to that point, which is about 7 more, I could theoretically do that. If I don't spend any karma on conjuring right now, and I didn't see any spells worth picking up right now in, like, I could try to get conjuring to 7 or whatever, but I didn't see any spells that required those right now. So it's either upgrade my summons or start planning for better spells. And I think we'll plan for better spells. Or, you know, I could, you know, get smarter or, you know, work on my physical attributes a bit. Actually, you know what? Seeing as I'm planning on spellcasting, +1 willpower will give me better chance to hit. And reduces enemy magical. Sure, why not? Now the little icon won't be bugging me to upgrade that. I'll just spend it. Okay, well, you know, just getting back into the swing here. Let's there's the gun guy. We'll have a talk to him, but I don't think that's the U-Bahn, the subway. Somewhere over here was the was he like a crazy gun salesman guy? Gunnari. So again, it's possible I could buy some of these for my allies, but I don't really use guns, so the armor and the guns here, not very useful for me. In fact, I'm not even very good at throwing grenades, so nice to know where he is. It's just, it's not going to help us much. Trying to make sure I haven't missed any conversations. Trying to be a bit thorough. Oh yeah, Zach Flash. There was something we were going to ask him about too. I think it was about whether or not he was a real elf. I think I needed like biotech or something. Yeah, there it is. So if I ever put some points into intelligence and then biotech, I could possibly get something else out of that conversation. I remember that from before. I'm pretty sure our main objective right now was to go talk to this guy, so I'm glad we found this place again. Talk to Dr. Ezekiel? Ezkabel. Oh, okay, so he was the one that was feeding the ghouls below us to keep the water purification working or something. And then he stopped, and then we beat up some feral ghouls, and then we like blackmailed him into continuing his feeding. So I think that's what this is about. Yeah, the feral ghouls in the sewers. He knows exactly what we're talking about. I'm not going to spell it out. There could be someone listening. You're not hearing me. I get it. I get it. We don't know anything. Alright, and then, yeah, we did get a message from him about something, I guess. Also, when we were doing the trial run for the shadow guys, whatever they're called, we did purchase the... For some reason, I picked up the Encephalon next. Is it any good? So, we already purchased... Yeah, it was really cheap. It was like 100 Noyen or something cheap like that. And then he's going to charge us to install it. I forget what it even does. So, what was it? Encephalon next. Okay. 5,000 Noyen for 1.5 essence for 2 intelligence. I don't know if that's even, like... If you're playing as a decker, that would be pretty awesome. But I think the 1.5 essence will round up to 2, and that will cause us -2 to our stats for magic spells. Probably not a great idea. Yeah, that'd bring us down to 4 essence, which is like -2 to your spell casting. I mean, I guess this actually just takes us to the same page. You can see all of his cool cyberware. And you can buy some med kits and stuff, I guess. But let's see what business we've got. Yeah. Alright, I'm a little surprised you want to hire me. We haven't always seen eye to eye. Alright, well, actually, let's not take it at, take him at his word. Why, specifically, are you hiring me? Oh, I've got a good reputation, huh? Let's keep pushing him. Yeah, but there are other runners out there with equally strong reputations. Probably. So, why? Why are you trying to talk yourself out of a job? Alright, I like it. So, you know, to me, what this says is, now we can negotiate a higher fee, because now he's admitted that we're the best in town. Alright, well now you're gonna have to pay for the best in town. Right? See, you've got to negotiate. He doesn't like us, that's fine. Yeah, that covers it, it's fine. Honestly, at this point, he needs our services and he knows we're good, so okay. Let's get down to the brass tacks. Okay, so before he came from Spain, worked with Berlin, hush hush, cutting edge tech. How many clinics do you have? Ooh, celebrity doctor. But then you get slandered. Alright, well... It's probably his own doing, but sure. Yeah, I really don't want to get into his backstory that badly. I'm sure it's his. Came to Berlin to escape that. Right, so he figures he's owed some merchandise from his old celebrity doctor days. So I'm gonna go grab it and see what happened at the lab. Oh, it's on lockdown. Okay. That'd be annoying. The Turk Altuf. Must have killed the research team. Sounds dangerous. You know, this is a reasonably good question as well. If this has been happening for a couple years, Monica was the old team leader. Practically the person that ran the Kriz Bazaar completely. Why didn't you talk to her? Okay. So, as much as he and I don't get along, he got along with Monica even worse. Right, so how do you know that no one else, some corp or somebody, hasn't actually snuck in and grabbed your gear? Paid the lease for a decade in advance. Alright, well, seeing as you've already admitted that I'm the best, and you need my help to make yourself incredibly wealthy, how much are you gonna pay? What? Can't afford to pay you in Nuyen. No wonder Monica wouldn't take your job. I don't buy it. First crack at any biotech you recover. The thing is, I don't even use biotech. That offer is worthless. top of the line, where, sure, if I wasn't playing as a mage, I'd be all up for it. If I was playing like a street samurai or something, yeah, that'd be awesome, but I don't even know. This is like completely pointless for us. Well, okay, he is referencing something that wasn't in Dead Man's Switch. Biotech, rather than normal chrome, is relatively low essence. But the thing is, I can't really afford losing any essence. So even if it's like 0.1, it'll still round to 1, and I'm losing 1 point of magic. It's not as clear as that, but maybe there's some 0 essence biotech. Maybe. I don't need any Bioware. I think, honestly, there is other reasons to do it. We'll probably get some karma. We might make some money. I do need money. And maybe we can find some pay data while we're in there or something. Alright, so it's the former laboratory of Sutherland Bioscience. Take the U-Bahn to the Adrenor... Am I still going to try to pronounce all these German names? Adenauer Platz. Adenauer Platz? Something like that. You'll be sure to find it, yeah. Alright, well, we got ourselves another job. Have a look at our job list. Somewhere in here, right? So, okay, we can go to the... we can do that job. We can go to the AG Chemi Europa to kill somebody. Or we can go to the Pharma Laboratory to steal some fancy prototypes. I think. I might mix those up. Well, it's already been 36 minutes. Wowzers. Time just flies when you're talking to Shadowrunners. Let's finish our trip around the Kiez Bazaar. But we're going to end the episode here. And I'm going to actually look up a teeny little bit of a guide to see which order of jobs I should do so I don't miss out on anything. Because I feel like if I do them in the wrong order, I might miss stuff. And I don't want that to happen again. So I'm just going to, you know, spoiler-free kind of like, which way am I supposed to go first type thing. I know you've got lots of options, but I prefer not to invalidate a run by skipping it for too long. Alright, so Simi is our, basically our drug addict, although her drug is, like, memories. Black Eye? Oh no, what happened? Yeah, who gave you the shiner? I don't know what you're talking about. Look, I'm in charge of the Kiez Bazaar. I'm gonna figure this out. Zach has a new sim. One with aliens and a little girl I need to save. Yeah. What's going on? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Everyone's sad about Monica dying. You gotta get off the Sims, man. You gotta get off the Sims. How'd you get down here in the first place? Have I asked you this question before? She doesn't even know. She's just a street kid. Grew up in the slums. Mixed up with some bad people. Owes them money. Oh, man. Right. The paying him back part is the sketchy. I don't know if I like this Dr. Escabille very much. Yeah, I get it. Let's maybe we'll put an end to Dr. Escabille by later on. I mean, we need a doctor, but maybe we can find a better doctor than him. Right? Sure, we could find someone less sketchy. Alright, we are also on this side quest for something to do with these phone booths. I feel like I may have messed those up as well. I was supposed to, like, find information on one of the runs that I probably needed a Decker for, and then I couldn't finish it, so I may have already failed that side quest. I kind of wish... I don't know what I wish. I almost wish, like, you just had a set party that just covered all of the requirements for your missions, rather than, oh, you can pick and choose whoever you want, and if you pick wrong, you just can't finish the mission properly. I don't like that very much, because when you're playing it through the first time, you're just sort of blindly guessing, you know? I don't know which mission in advance needs a Decker. Alright, so this is the, these guys have, like, the, habitat for orcs. Alright, something's up with Lane. Oh man, there's all kinds of people getting all bruised up and beaten up. His legs all busted? What the hell happened? It's what everyone's saying. Lane's crutch is caked in more blood, what appears to be bits of hair. Tell me who did this to you. Just some punk? Are you only if you're sure. You know, I'm just trying to help, man. Just trying to help. Alright, well, I mean, he looks like a pretty big guy. He can probably take care of himself, but, we might have to investigate this a little bit more later on. Someone's going around beating up our city folk. Oh, this was the guy with the orc habitat, that's right. Mein Freunden. How is... We sent a couple people to him, right? Silky's doing well? Oh, right, she was the girl at the hotel, I think. She was the one that was, She actually gave us a side quest to, like, go to her room or something, and we failed that. But, we did manage to talk her into going to this habitat. Cool. How's, Alexander? That was the kid at the racist punks, whatever they were named. We took the trip across the wastelands to, kill some cult leader or something. And, this one was Dietrich's brother or something? Alexander? Yeah. So he's trying to teach his brother or cousin or whatever to, that not all orcs are bad, I guess. So, that's cool. And how's the donation thing going? I know I've been spending a lot of money. But for now, he doesn't need anything else, so we'll let him go, I guess. We were donating money to upgrade his foundations. That was kind of fun. Alright, well, I'm going to put a cut to the episode here. A little bit of a long one, but it's kind of a recap episode just to get back in the swing of things. We've got, you know, 3 different missions we could take. I'm going to look up a little guide just so I can figure out which one is recommended next. And I'll also double check if it needs a decker or not. And if it does, I'll definitely take Blitz. So that way I'll be a little bit more prepared. Instead of doing this whole game completely blind, I'll try to make sure I'm at least a little bit prepared. Compared to some of the previous episodes where... I can't even save it here. Maybe you can only save it in your hideout. But yeah, I just... Personally, I get a little bit upset when I miss out on things that are optional but, you know, valuable. It's not a big deal. Hopefully the game's not so hard that you, you know, you just lose because you missed out on one side objective. Oh, you missed out on 1,000 million. Haha, now you failed for the rest of the game. You know, it's probably not like that. Anyway, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching and all that. Hope you guys are enjoying and you're excited to see some more Shadowrun. I do love the world and the lore, and I just got to get back into this game, and then we can wrap things up and continue on maybe with, like Hong Kong. There's a 3rd one in the series, so, you know, I might want to keep going with that. Anyway, see you guys next time, and have a great day.